Alright guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A lot to dive into and discuss in today's videos. We are talking about ALGS champs and some drama as well in the Gauntlet League, and also the state of Apex entirely as well. Unfortunate news coming out for the ALGS champs as one of the APAC North teams, one of the better teams as well, sadly having to step away from the tournament after some really unfortunate news regarding one of the players on their roster as well. Also, we've got some crazy drama regarding these T1 pros matching up with these T2 pros inside of the Gauntlet League. It's some, you know, good oldies meeting up with some newbies, and the newbies are just simply not able to hang, and it's like bullying the T2 guys. And some people are thinking it's controversial, like these guys are acting like douchebags. Other half is like, you know, these guys aren't good, they can't hang, they need to get bullied. This is what makes them a better player in the end. So obviously a lot to dive into and discuss, but we've also got some good drama for the scrims that are going on as well. So of course, if you guys want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. I'm going to be giving away this Revenant heirloom, by the way. That's actually the main channel. I don't know what I would talk about that over here. We've actually missed videos, unfortunately. I had a funeral to go to yesterday, very unexpected death in you know, our friend zone for, you know, church and stuff, and it's just really unfortunate, really sad to see. So that's why I've been kind of MIA for a little bit, but we are back and we're ready to go. So Apex viewership down. Here are Hal's thoughts. This is something we're going to touch a little bit more on in depth over on the jmeyels channel, not the ALGS. I feel like I'm on the jmeyels channel right now, and I don't even know why. So if you guys want to obviously watch a little bit deeper of a dive, we're also talking about a cheater situation as well, and like an epidemic we are facing right now in Apex. We've got a lot of opinions from, a lot of like proof from as well. So of course, check out my jmeyels channel if you are not already subbed over there. But this is coming from Imperial Hal, obviously the CEO, and what he thinks about how Apex viewership is down overall. And it is down overall, by the way. The jmeyels channel is at some of the lowest views ever. The ALGS channel, thankfully, is actually still pretty good, not gonna lie. Like, it's actually been holding up pretty well, just because people like comp, I think, which I'm very grateful for. I'm so glad I started the channel, because now I'm actually having something consistent with something that I enjoy the most. Like, I enjoy this, you know, don't tell the jmeyels channel, I enjoy this way more than jmeyels channel, just because I love competition. So this is what Hal's thoughts were regarding all of this, and this is what he had to say about the poor state of Apex Legends viewership. Roll the clip.
I think there's like several factors to it, Morgan. It's just like the update doesn't really, it's just always been the thing since the beginning of the game too. Like, this is not just one thing that affects like the game's viewership and shit. It's just like when they release a new season, a lot of the time there's not really a new thing. Like, even if there's a new character, like the character is usually fucking trash. Like, or it doesn't like like, you know, there's a new character, Revenant, but like, I don't know. You can't like, I told this to a dev before, you know, you can't have like 3 months of the same thing, right? And then you have an update, and then the only thing you change is one character, you know?
So obviously people are wondering, is Apex in a good trajectory overall? Like, are we going to be able to recover this long term? Obviously, I think that Apex is going to be fine long term. I just think that like we're going through one of the worst droughts of all time. I don't really know if we'll ever recover. And honestly, I will say, I don't even know, but I will say I for sure know that we will not ever get back to what it was in the COVID days. I mean, there were just so many people offline or on the internet, so many people not working, so many people not in school, so many people taking time off, so many people working from home. It was just so much more viewership back then, a lot more flexibility. We will never ever get back to those numbers, in my personal opinion. And just basically the new goal is just trying to get at least half of those numbers, I guess you could honestly say. And there has been some good moments after all of the COVID stage, and I just think that we could get there. We just need a little bit more from the whole scene in general. We'll actually get a little bit more into that as well, and I think that's actually in our main video on the jmeyels channel as well. So yeah, make sure to go check it out if you're not already. Also wanted to mention the very much so unfortunate news: crazy raccoons from the ALGS World Championship APAC North region sadly having to withdraw themselves from the championship. This was basically coming out as to why. So first off, we'll start to hear from the official announcement coming from the Crazy Raccoon website. Of course, it's all in like Japanese, and I could not understand a single thing. I did use Google Translate, and of course Google Translate makes some errors in this. So if you guys speak Japanese, feel free to correct if anything comes out incorrect. Like, I know that some of the wordage might be a little off, but if the overall synopsis concept is off as well, of course, correct us down below. But this is the best that we could do, and I think I pretty much got the I think I got what was going on. So Crazy Raccoon has decided to withdraw from the international competition of the ALGS championship. Let's move this over as well so you can see. I will explain the reason for the resignation. Basically, they say that the Apex Legends division has a player known as Raz. You guys know Raz, and sadly to see the bad news happen to Raz, because Raz has been around for so long. And you could actually see, if you asked Imperial House, some of the GOATs, he's actually mentioned some of these players like Parka and Raz as some of his like higher echelon players as well. So it's sad to see that someone of that echelon in another region that doesn't have the same opportunities that Hal does, being that, you know, everything else North America is so favorited. There's so many orgs, so much money, you know, in the gaming industry over here. And sadly, also a different system. I know that, like, I've played with someone in the past who from Israel, and basically like every single man has to go into the military over there, you know, regardless of whatever, you know, you just go in, like, just every single male, you know, just goes in. And so that seems like what has happened to some degree. I don't know if like how this stuff works in Japan, like if you got to go in, if he volunteered and then, you know, he was just in reserve or what was going on. But basically Raz is in the military. I don't know if it's voluntary. I don't know if he's, you know, was forced to be in it, whatever. Anyhow, he was in there, and it's making it difficult for him to continue his professional activities in the future. He also felt the stress associated with this. Long story short, decided that it was going to be better off for him to not compete so that they could find someone else. As a result, repeated discussions and respecting Raz's intentions, the teammates decided that he was not in a condition to participate in the championship, and the player, coach, and management team decided to withdraw from the World Championship. We apologize for all this inconvenience and stuff. Also, Crazy Raccoons came out, or basically people came out for Crazy Raccoons to explain, and also said that in this stuff, someone had also said that basically, I think, this is from a comment. One of the comments here, Parka was basically saying that, you know, I was here, I came back, I took a break, I needed a break and all this stuff, and basically I was only sticking out because Raz was still here, and now that Raz is gone, I've got nothing. So it's like, is this going to be a domino effect for the APAC North? You know, some of these OGs that were here for a while are going to start moving on because like a lot of these other guys are moving on. I don't really know, but I really hate to see this happening, and it really sucks to see that Crazy Raccoons, obviously such a big name in that region, not going to be competing any longer for ALGS champs. Big sad news, big rip for them, and I really hate to see that. Hopefully maybe there'll be some better news coming out shortly about something in that region, because I know this is like losing like a big pillar for that region as well. Also wanted to mention some drama going on in the ALGS North American scrims right now. This is actually some juicy drama. This is why I actually think that ALGS competition in general is so good for gaming when we don't keep things cordial. Obviously, I'm all about, you know, let's be positive towards each other. Let's be cordial. Everybody have a good time. Everybody be chill, right? But when it comes to competition, I like to see beef. I like to see arguments. I like to see teams not like each other. And that's what it seems like we're finally getting. Of course, you've had drama in the past. You've had teams basically not happy with contests. All that stuff is fine. But then when you have roster drama, roster mania, roster updates, team swapping changes, all kind of stuff happening, that's when you get better beef basically over time. So RKN and Moist Esports were doing this contest for quite some time. Over on World's Edge, there was a big deal about Climatizer, Epicenter, Survey Camp, all of this stuff. And they were basically getting into some arguments about these contests and about getting third-partied and all of this stuff. So they decided to go into DMs and try to settle this thing out and try to maybe work towards like a different way of contesting. Like, hey, we don't want this. It's going to ruin both of our chances in the tournament. Can we come to some other better conclusion? They thought about 1v1ing, or I guess for lack of, you know, 3v3ing, 1v1ing as a team, but 3v3ing, I guess in the whole grand scheme of things, in a team deathmatch, so that they could decide who's going to contest, who's going to get what POI, and who's not. It started off with Waltzy basically saying, bro, the second you said that we get our POI, if we agree to the TDM, my whole team said done, because we know we will not lose that. So this is Waltzy basically saying, we are going to do this 3v3 TDM. We're totally down. And if we win, we will get the POI. And then it seems like Waltzy also comes out and saying, Kyle is saying that even if we do lose the TDM, he doesn't want to leave Overlook, basically saying, look, it's not going to be a gentleman's agreement. Even if we do lose, we're not leaving, it sounds like. So of course the 3v3 is not going to happen then if there's not going to be an actual result to this. So because we are winning the contest, it makes even less sense. So basically, you know, we're just fine doing this because we're going to win the contest, get free KP, no problem. Because if we both make finals, we aren't going to give up Overlook because that's because of a TDM loss, right? That makes no sense. We would rather contest you in the brackets and finals than give it up because we lose a TDM. Same way we are ready to contest J Lings if they came to winners or finals as well. Then RKN responds and says, ha ha ha, I thought you said you wouldn't lose anyways. You said that we can't fight, talking about Sentinels can't fight. You guys were really just straight up talking though, like all talk, obviously, you know, not in the end where you're really ready to put your you know, money where your mouth is. And so that's why it seems like this drama is continuously coming out. People are trying to figure out the drops because drops are very, very important. This is actually the same reason we saw that the old Oxygen BR Demons basically leave the contest over at Lava Siphon for TSM, not because TSM was really dominating them, basically because if they're just that good against each other and they're 50-50ing or whatever, it's just better because you're both going to ruin your own tournaments. TSM's not going to win, Oxygen's not going to win. You're going to lose so much points on having inconsistent games. You're better off just going somewhere else. And so if you got two powerhouse teams that are doing good, which Sentinels have been doing good in like these mock-up lands and stuff, you need to worry about some other things. And so that's why it's a little confusing. It's like, where is the cookie going to crumble on this one? We don't really know. But the drama wasn't just stopping there. Former teammate Keon that got dropped from this roster and traded to another roster chimed in on as this as well. And you would think some teammates are a little bit more positive, right? Like, you know, like, oh, that guy, you know, sometimes they'll still come and defend their old teammates. Not Keon. Keon is not happy with being dropped by the Sentinel still, because he commented and said, I bet you still lose 100% whenever it's the same ping if you're already losing on high ping. Basically calling out Sentinels for having a better ping and still losing to Moist Esports that are playing on worse ping. Tech responds saying bro is on his hater arc as well. Keon saying I'm allowed to prey on someone's downfall and be happy when it happens. So it seems like Keon is fully anti-Sentinels starting now as well. So I cannot wait to see this land and ALGS champs happen, because now I want to know who's going to win this contest. Who's going to win the third parties? Who's going to like stomp the other team into the ground? Is there going to be a big upset moment? Where is, like, you know, Keon going to find himself next year? Is he going to be facing off against Sentinels? Is he going to get his revenge and stuff? You know, is he on his revenge tour as well? God only knows, but obviously this is why you watch esports in general, because you love the beef, you love the excitement, you love the news, and I just can't wait to see this stuff happen more often. Also, in a little bit more of a grand scheme of thing, this is where the whole scene basically transitions, where the same thing that Keon is trying to do, right? Be on his revenge tour, and, you know, you could even say RKN versus Moist Esports. They're trying to get at each other. These tier 2 guys are looking one day to get their revenge on these tier 1 pros that are bullying them right now. And I gotta say, some of this stuff is hilarious. It's pretty funny, but I also feel bad because I know that, like, I have some potential in this game. I can shoot my gun to some degree, but I would get blasted in these lobbies, right? These guys are pros. They're way better, and of course they're very, very good. So some of these guys that got invited to this Gauntlet League, they're thinking, this is my shot. I got to make something. This is good practice for me. I'd be stupid if I don't play it because I need to get better. And then they come here, they get pro teammates. The pro teammates, like, just absolutely get so mad at them whenever they suck. And that's a big problem as well. So this was designed getting a little heated in the Gauntlet after his teammates directly disobeyed him, and they got punished for it as well. And it's a little feisty. These next two clips are pretty feisty. Roll the clip.
They're in this corner or something. No.
He's about to farm.
140 on 1, 140 on 1.
He's about to farm.
Gibby team here too. Gibby Costa team still alive. Yep. We're gonna have to swing up to this corner on the right side.
I just tried both on this.
Okay. Do not overcommit.
He's dead.
I'm not gonna get knocked. I'm good.
What does stay in the fucking corner mean, bro? Please, man. Holy fuck!
I said I'm not gonna get knocked. I'm not gonna get knocked.
God damn it, man! Never play this game again, please. Never play this game. Uninstall it.
Obviously, so, like, you know, just calling out his two teammates, and I actually know the guys that he was calling out, so I just feel so bad for them because I really do support them, and I want everybody to get better. I want these tier 2 guys to get a chance, and obviously, you know, I guess just get better every single day. So to see that with people, you know, is just like, it's really sad. But at the same time, that's sometimes that's the way to get better. You just simply put yourselves in vulnerable positions, let things happen, let progress take place, and just, you know, you got to learn how to go with the ebbs and flows. But it wasn't just there. Seems like Designful obviously had more unluckiness that night with teammate Zero. Zero's already been mad at some of his teammates in some of this, so now you got like a bully group. These guys just go around when they get bad teammates, they have no shame in calling them out. This happened again with unfortunate situation with a guy named Logan. This is Design and Zero teaming up on their teammate who simply wasn't hanging in this Gauntlet League as well. Roll the clip.
32.
Across, okay.
Be careful.
I just
Looking.
got
Back up.
farmed. All these teams look. I have a purple. Yeah, purple mouse. Should be fine.
Swinging towards us.
I'll block on it. I'll block on it. Block those.
On him, on me.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Logan, come the fuck on, man! Oh, dude.
Oh my fucking god. That is too good, cunt. I don't know. Wait, how is this team just
So obviously, you know, if you're someone like Logan, man, it's tough. It's tough to deal with that stuff. But the best way to handle all of this is just to learn how to let it roll right off. Take it to, you know, improve yourself. And literally, sometimes putting yourself in that position, you learn how to deal with adversity. There's just some things you can only learn in struggle and not through study. And sometimes you just got to be in the hard spots in order to learn. Now, just want to throw that out there. Not sure exactly what they were saying, you know, come on Logan for, because if you minus this crazy lucky no scope that really had no effect on the game that Zero had, he really got the same exact damage just about as this Logan's guy as well. So it's not like really Zero was doing anything in this game either. Although Logan was the one who got entry knocked. He's kind of the one who lost the momentum for it. And we all know Dark Zero, you know, they've won world championships. So really, you know, who's looking at damage? That's why you guys got to stop looking at damage. Damage does not tell the real stories. Damage really means hardly nothing. You got to learn how to just look at it with a little bit better